Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I achieve flawless foundation. This is how I personally do it. Everybody has different ways of applying makeup, and I just wanted to show you what I do in order to make my face look, good. So I like to start by making sure my skin is in its best condition. So I always make sure to exfoliate my face once or twice a week. My favorite thing to do is either use my spin brush, this brush right here, or a facial scrub. And today I'm going to be using the ACURE Brightening Facial Scrub. I just dampen my face, take a little bit on my hand, and scrub that into my skin lightly. I'm using light pressure because using hard pressure when using a facial scrub can be too hard on your face. So make sure to use a light hand when you're doing this. And then I go ahead and I rinse that off and I pat my face dry. Make sure that you pat your face. And then I go ahead and go in with a moisture spray. Today I'm using the Benefit Ultra Radiance spray. This just adds a little bit of moisture back into my face. Then I go in with a moisturizer, and today I'm using the Simple Replenishing Moisturizer. Just applying that everywhere. Then I like to apply a eye cream once a day, and today I'm using Benefit It's Potent and just putting a little bit around my eyeballs. Then I go ahead and I moisturize my lips with some Vaseline. And then I like to wait at least 1 hour after I exfoliate my face just to let my, skin repair itself and kind of come back from that exfoliation. So after an hour, I start with my face. Now I'm going in with a primer. You always want to use a primer when you're using foundation. It helps your foundation last all day and the application a little bit easier. So today I'm using the Benefit Porefessional Primer. And then I like to use an eye primer that also conceals at the same time. Today I'm using the Benefit Air Patrol. And then what do I do to choose the right shade of foundation? So the thing that I look at is my chest area, especially since I self-tan sometimes. My chest can be a different color than my face. So I make sure to match my neck and my chest to my face. So I like to take two foundations that are really light and somewhat tan, and I like to mix and match because my skin tone from my self-tanner changes a lot. So I first take the lighter shade, put that on the back of my hand, and then I take the darker shade and kind of mix the ratio to my liking. And I mix it on the back of my hand, and I compare it to my neck and my face and see what works good. So I also keep in mind that the foundation will oxidize a little bit through time, so it'll get a little bit darker. But I decided this was a good shade for me, and I go ahead and dot that all over my face, and I'm going to pat that in with my Real Techniques complexion sponge. And then I take whatever is left on the back of my hand and cover any areas that need to have a little bit extra coverage. And then I'll take the remaining and put that on my neck and my jawline just to blend everything down together. And then I go ahead and go in with a concealer. Today I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light, and this is my skin tone. I use a skin tone concealer to cover my dark circles and any imperfections on my face. And now to highlight, I go in with a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. Today I'm using the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer in Pale and putting that on the high points of my face. So underneath my eyes, on my nose, on my cupid's bow, my chin, my forehead, and underneath my cheekbones, and then I pat that in just like I have been. And then I like to set my whole face to make sure my foundation doesn't move anywhere. I'm taking the CoverGirl Loose Translucent Setting Powder and patting that underneath my eyes and then brushing it lightly over the rest of my face. And then I like to set my under eyes just a little bit more. So I'm taking the Sonia Kashuk Brightening Powder and pressing that underneath my eyes just for like a minute, and then I'll brush it off. This just ensures that there's not going to be any creasing. And then I go ahead and I brush it off with a fan brush or a powder brush. Next, I'm going to be warming up my face. I'm not going to show you guys how to contour. I have a separate video for that, so I'll link it down below. But this is just how I warm up my face to match my neck and my chest and my face just a little bit more. And today I'm using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. And I make sure to bring that down to my neck just to even everything out, and then if my collarbones are showing, I'll go over my collarbones just a little bit. Now for blush, today I'm using Benefit Dallas Blush, and I am just lightly putting that on the apples of my cheeks. Now for highlighter, I'm using HourGlass's Brilliant Strobe Light in Ambient, and putting that on my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish off the look by doing my eyebrows, my eyes, and my lips really quick. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got all your questions answered. If you have any more questions, please comment down below and I will get to you. And thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!